at the Birmingham Academy. I must say, awesome set, guys. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
How did you feel you got the reaction from the crowd? What kind of atmosphere did you get on stage?
Excellent, yeah. I thought it was pretty good. This is our first tour as theFALLEN, and in that fact, the first show we played in Birmingham. And I think before we've heard that crowds down here are pretty tough. They're always a bit quiet, not quite as willing to get into it. But I thought tonight was excellent. They sounded, they seemed up for it. So.
Definitely. Well, you've touched on it a bit there, but I was going to just ask you, for anyone who hasn't heard of theFALLEN before, tell us a bit about the history of the band.
Well, we started out in about 2008. Me, John and Riley were in a previous band which unfortunately split up in 2006, and we started writing a few songs, and then we found Dom. We put an advert out for a drummer, and Dom basically applied. He was the first application, and he passed with flying colours, so we got Dom in the band. And then there's a long story how we met Silver, our bassist, but basically my dad and his dad didn't know each other, but ended up going on the same Rallying holiday in Germany, and we needed a bassist, and Sil was the bassist and needed a band, and that was us all together. So we started gigging 2008, just messing about with a few songs and stuff, but I think we really kind of found our sound about a year later, and then we started hitting gigs properly, and from then on in we've been trying to do as much as possible, which is ultimately resulted in this tour, which is very well done by it.
So for anyone that's not heard you before, how do you sell your music to them? Tell us what kind of influences.
It's music for good times. It's music. It's full of positive energy, and it's about having a good time. And,
What was it someone called us once?
party call.
Party call.
Yeah.
We like to rock out, but people come here to have a good time, and we want to give them as much of a good time as we have. So, a good time party, rock music.
Now, this tour's been taking place, and obviously, Johnny, we saw you last time. We interviewed you as well with the placement. How did you find that experience? How did it go? How was your reaction to it?
It was excellent because I've never told before, so we know it's like fun. So it was good to get some experience and develop some contacts. Those guys are awesome. We're in town on the road. The fans were very accepting. Obviously, it's tough times in the basement boys. And as this tour's starting to show, their fans are starting to sort of enjoy our music as well. So
I was going to say, that's what I was going to move on to. Did it do you many favours as a band? Like, did it help get the name out there a bit more?
Yeah, it helped us know it since I think what we can say.
I would say, yeah, no end of favours. I mean, they're genuinely really nice guys, and it wasn't a case of they were taking John. We were a bit scared that they might, ask him to permanently leave us for dead, but they said all along that we never wanted to do that. All we want to do is help you out, and like I say, they've always the tour. They're bringing us a tour. Sid came on stage tonight and rocked out in the last song, so it's a great time.
Favour for a favour kind of thing.
Exactly. Found the brothers. Yeah,
definitely.
Found some really good new friends.
And I've noticed you recently uploaded some new recordings to MySpace. Tell us a bit about the writing and recording process for you guys. Like, who comes up with the initial ideas, how do you develop them, etc.
Well, I think it's quite varied, isn't it, the way we write. I don't think there's never any formula for how we write. I mean, one of the songs we recorded, Ghosts, Dom was fiddling around one day and just happened to spawn this idea for this piano-based track. And the other track, personally, I think we came up out of the jam. So I think that's quite a strong way of performing, like, we don't really have a set formula.
No, I mean, simple basis, like I'll pull the guitarist, but it won't be, look, everyone can practically say this is a song, you guys play like this, it might be a 10-second, 15-second riff that I'll write, and I'll show it to Sil, and Sil will be like, oh, why don't you do this instead? And then John will be like, oh, well, why don't you do this instead? And we kind of all mix it together in an original idea, kind of spawns and creates ultimately the end song, which is completely different to the original idea.
Definitely. Now, you're an unsigned band, obviously, being quite new to be one of your first tours, but you seem to have quite an impressive following online as well, I've noticed. As an unsigned band, and I guess as advice to other unsigned bands out there, how do you go about pushing yourselves, and how do you go about really getting the name out there?
We always make sure that we talk to as many bands as possible. So, if we're adding people on MySpace or Facebook or whatever it is, we're also campaign leaders, and we make sure we make it personal. Even at shows, we make sure we talk to people, like people, which we quite a few bands as well. So, it makes it always important. I think people are bored now. backstage generic, like bands having thousands of people generic, that's just
People are accustomed to it now, aren't they? They know what it's all about.
People ignore that request normally nowadays, and we just kind of just work hard, work, and it takes an extra 30 seconds to say hello to someone and, you know, be nice, but it kind of definitely makes a difference in the long run.
Do you think as well, sorry?
No, just try and make it the best of most things we did as a band.
Definitely.
That's what brings them back, you know, these great numbers.
Definitely. Do you think it's easier these days for unsigned bands to be successful, what we like MySpace, Facebook, etc., or do you think it's harder because it makes it easier for a lot of people? Do you know what I mean?
I think it's massively oversaturated.
Definitely.
And that, in some respects, makes it easy to get your music out there, but there's so much crap out there that a lot of people don't want to do.
Are we like swearing?
Yeah.
There's so much shit out there. Yeah. So that might put people off, but I guess it's just a case of.
I think people aren't stupid. They can see something genuine, and that's what we try and be genuine. And I think the fans have grasped onto that, and they are treating us really nicely so far. We're getting good reception everywhere we go, so we can only thank them for helping us out as well.
Definitely. So what are the plans for the band over the last part of 2010? You got anything exciting lined
We've
up?
already done a tour in motion. Can't really get rid of these yet.
Yeah, we're hoping off the back of this, some people know that it's like a big tour. Hopefully before the end of the year, we're going to hit the cities that we've done on this tour, we're going to basement, and hopefully a few other smaller places. We just want to keep the ball rolling. I think we're going to try and do a couple more tracks this year before the year is out as well. So hopefully by Christmas we'll have another tour and probably 4 or 5 tracks recorded. Keep pushing for that really, and hopefully get my springboard and hit the festivals next year. I think that's a problem.
Well, that was going to be my last question as well. Where do you see yourselves next year?
I'd like to get on some small stages at festivals, a bit of a first step, but
Like looking at an album?
I guess I probably need to speed up my writing. Trying to write a tune, but it'll probably take me 3 months to write the notes for it.
We're always waiting, so it's forever close.
Always the way.
Yes, we are.
Well, thank you very much for joining us, and again, awesome show. I'll definitely be there.
Yeah.